Nina Lucas struggles to forgive Kelly in tonight's hour-long episode of Coronation Street, 8 p.m. CRTV Guide for full listings. In her supported living accommodation, Kelly scrubs away at the graffiti on the wall. When she inquires after Nina Lucas, Dev reveals that she's in bits having lost Seb's ring. Later, Kelly presents Nina with a ring, making out it's the one she's lost. But Nina isn't fooled and Kelly admits that she took a trip to York in a bid to find a replacement as a way of showing her how sorry she is. Nina chucks the ring back at her, leaving her heartbroken. In the cafe, Roy advises Nina to cut Kelly some slack as she appears to be genuinely sorry. When Daniel reveals his babysitter has let him down, Summer suggests she gives Max his coaching in Daniel's flat so she can look after Bertie at the same time. Gazing at her adoringly, Max thanks Summer for his lesson. Daniel suggests to Summer she stays and shares his takeaway. Later, Adam calls round and quizzes Daniel about his intentions towards Daisy. Mistakenly assuming they're discussing her, Summer's thrilled. Ardy broaches his London plans with Dev, hoping he'll fund his rent. But he tells Ardy that rather than lose him to a London firm, he'd like to make him general manager of his 3 shops. When Bernie reveals that Dev can't afford to bankroll his move to London because he spends all his money on Asha, Ardy's gutted to think that's the real reason for Dev's job offer. Dev takes delivery of his new car, but when he later sees the scratch on his car, he assumes Kelly to be responsible. Who really caused the damage? Craig questions Kelly about the vandalism to Dev's car and she assures him she spent the afternoon in York with a mate. Craig reveals that Kelly's so-called mate reckons he hasn't clapped eyes on her all day. Is Kelly telling the truth? When Hope reveals she has to build a model of the solar system for her science project and Phil's offered help, Tyrone insists that he'll be the one to help her. Later, Tyrone's begrudgingly grateful when Phil calls at the garage and hands over the kit to build a solar system model. Using Phil's materials, Tyrone builds a fantastic model of the solar system, and as Fizz and Phil admire the model solar system, he masks his guilt. Nick and Leanne agree it's time to seek professional help for Sam. After a Zoom appointment with Sam, Dr. Gadders confirms that she's referring him to mental health services for talking therapy.